Yeah, they... Okay. That is not what I expected at all. YouTube, today we're trying out a brand new team, and this team is a recreation of the team that has won both the Salt Lake City Regional Championship and the Liverpool Regional Championship that has happened recently. This team has been doing pretty consistent, especially since the original version that did really well in the February IC. And yeah, I did really want to showcase this team because I do want to showcase the most competitive teams out there. And this one is definitely one of the strongest teams that have been picking up very much in popularity recently. And I want to try it out. So if you want to check out the details of the version I am using, you can check out the paste bin available in the description down below. And if you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. But let's get started and play some games. Zacian, Rillaboom, Incineroar, Blastoise, Calyx Shadow Rider, and Thundurus. Okay, this is a interesting matchup because it really depends heavily on what kind of Thundurus set you are. Because are you Defiant? Defiant means I can't lead Incineroar, which would be really nice as a lead generally otherwise. Yeah, this looks pretty difficult. Do I not bring Incineroar in this matchup? I think I definitely bring Groudon. I think I have to bring Gastrodon. Well, do I have to bring Gastrodon? Okay, you're definitely bringing what? It just depends. I don't know if you're Defiant on the Thundurus or if you're just Prankster set with Rain Dance on this team, because that's always the annoying part about facing this in best of one. I definitely think I want screens in this matchup, so I think I bring Grimmsnarl. I think Grimmsnarl Zacian's a pretty fair, safe lead for the most part. I want to bring Groudon for sure in the back. Do I bring the Gastrodon or do I bring the Charizard? That's the one I'm like really concerned about, because I would really love Gastrodon if Blastoise is going to come in and max here. But I don't know, because if that isn't support Thundurus, I see no reason to bring the Blastoise here. I could see myself bringing the Charizard. Damage wise, it does threaten quite a bit. Maybe it is the call. Maybe no Gastrodon. It's weird though, because if there is no Gastrodon, that means if the Blastoise does come out and there's a Rain Dance support, it's gonna be a little bit difficult because I have to maneuver specifically around the Blastoise, and with the things I brought, it's not exactly the easiest to maneuver against Blastoise. We'll see, especially with the Calyx Shadow Rider. It's going to be a lead of, I think that's Blastoise and Thundurus. Okay, so this should be support Blastoise then. I mean support Thundurus then. Okay. That's really good if that's the case. So I lead Zacian plus a Grimmsnarl. Oh, actually, I would have still liked Gastrodon in this matchup more than Charizard right now. It'd be way more useful. Although I think if I can get rid of these Pokemon quick enough, then it should be all right here. Let's go for a light screen right off the bat here, and I think we play rough the Thundurus. I need damage on both. It's kind of awkward. I do need damage on both. I think I target down the Thundurus first because Eerie Impulse, Thunder Wave is just really annoying for my Charizard. We're going to see a Dynamax come out right away, so no fake out coming out from the Blastoise turn one. They're just going to max here. This should be, yeah, the Blastoise. Okay. That's all right. With the light screen, we should be able to take attacks pretty comfortably. Again, I wish we did have the Gastrodon now as a swap, but wasn't sure which Thundurus they were. Thunder Wave is going to come out. Okay. Just please hit your moves, Zacian, because this is a matchup where we can't really afford not to get the damage off right away. We are able to get a light screen up with Grimmsnarl. Perfect. And then next turn we would like a Spirit Break potentially. We're going to see a Candy come out into one of my Pokemon. I don't know which one's going to be. Going to target down my Grimmsnarl. Okay, Grimmsnarl's able to survive, which is nice. And next turn, Scary Face or Reflect? Nice. We are able to get a Play Rough, which is huge, into their Thundurus. Almost pick up a knockout, which is great. Okay. I can Behemoth Blade. Is Thunderbolt coming out, I think, next turn. I did get light screen up. If we trade supports, it's not too bad. Candy damage is adding up, however. I think that's very manageable. I would really like to get a Behemoth Blade off into Thundurus, especially since I don't think they usually carry Protect here. And then do I want to Reflect up? Probably Reflect, because if the Zacian could still do a lot of damage to my team. So yeah, I think we just get to Reflect up, and Behemoth Blade should be able to catch the Thundurus. I guarantee the KO. So let's Reflect here. There's probably Thunderbolt and a Cannonade right here. Yeah, Thunderbolt for Chip. Into Grim. Yeah, so I think they're doubling up the Grim. Or they're cannonading the exhaustion, which is fine because I can go for the scary face the next turn. Yeah, okay, this is perfect. Please get the attack off. All right, that's annoying. Manageable, but annoying. All right. I guess this is still very doable if Grim survives. Nice. 1 HP is actually really clutch here. Okay, I can get a scary face off guaranteed. I scary face the Blastoise to make sure I outspeed it and I can get the KO onto. The reason I need the KO on the Thunderous is Thunderous is just Thunder Wave, Eerie Impulse screws my Charizard over immensely, and I can't afford that happening. So yeah, we can scary face here. T-Boat's gonna come out probably in his oh, they target Grim again. Okay, cool. So nice. We have that Blastoise has taken all that. We are able to get a Behemoth Blade off. Yes, okay. Get rid of the Thunderous. Huge. Because now Charizard is safe. Other than Snarl, of course, from Calyx Shadow Rider, which it could be. However, we're just going to have to roll with it. And they're going to be fired off once again. Going to target down the Zacian. Zacian is going to go down. They have one more turn to Cannonade. However, it's not bad because I still have Dynamax Pressure and I still have a restricted that does a ton of damage to their team. I have screens up as well. So this is still not an overgame by far. I imagine Zacian and Calyx are in the back. I imagine that the Calyx is going to come in to threaten a Wisp. Some of them carry Snarl, so this is Snarl. That would be something. I am just going to throw a Precipice Blaze and Airstream though into the Blastoise because I'm hoping that the double up can pick up the knock-on Blastoise before a yawn happens, because if a yawn situation happens, that is not good for my team. Zacian actually going to come in instead. Oh, that's even better for me because no Wisp pressure. I have Groudon in. Yeah, no Wisp pressure, no Snarl pressure. This is really good for me that they brought out the Zacian. And we got Reflect up turn 2, so even if the Blastoise has Helping Hand, Behemoth Blade is not KOing my Charizard through Reflect unless they crit. Please don't, because I was already down in this game earlier. Yep, we're going for a Precipice Blades here, and we're going to go for an Airstream into their Blastoise. If it's Assault Vest, I'm pretty sure it goes down always to the Airstream plus Precipice Blades even. So it was like really important that Calyx didn't come in because I actually wasn't sure on the damage calc. Although we don't know what this Blastoise set is. I think if they brought in Zacian, they're probably going for the Helping Hand win con. But yeah, this Charizard is looking really good for this end game right here. And let's see if Charizard can break through, because Charizard does have a lot of firepower here with the sun up. They don't have a way to change weather unless something crazy happens, which please don't. Behemoth Blade just going to be fired off. That's a fine. We have Reflect up, but we're pretty comfortable. We're going to see Behemoth Blade in a Groudon. Okay. Groudon takes it easily with the Reflect. Airstream going to come out into the Blastoise. Please, Groudon, that there's one time to hit a move. Please into the Blastoise. Please into the Blastoise. Preferably you just hit both. Nice. Okay, that's a KO on the Blastoise, and the Zacian is chipped. Or just went down, actually. Wow. That's not a super bulky Zacian. Okay. It will eliminate the Zacian and the Blastoise, and that should guarantee the win here, because now I can go for Airstream, Fire Punch, and I think just seal up the game from here. We have screens up. We have Assault Vest. Even if it's Calyx in the back, we're fine. Canning damage is adding up. However, we do outspeed the Calyx after a +2 with Groudon, and we outspeed it with +1 on the Charizard. And yeah, even though they were able to get like a really big firepower, having the screens up was very valuable towards my end game. I was able to get rid of the Thunderous, which was the mon that was stopping my Charizard from the sweep. And yeah, I don't think they have a mon that could change the situation, especially with no Dynamax available. Calyx doesn't change the end here, because even if it's Scarf, crit doesn't KO me, and then I outspeed the Calyx. I still have one more turn of max. I outspeed, so yeah, there is nothing they can really do. That's Calyx. Yep. So I can go for a Fire Punch into a Airstream, and I can never miss, and I KO through I break their Sash with the Airstream. Yeah. Ooh, safe. I was worried. I really needed a KO into Thunderous. If I didn't get the KO into Thunderous, oh boy, it would have been really complicated. But yeah, Charizard was really good in the end game, as I suspected. The game would have gone completely different if I went Gastrodon though, because if I went Gastrodon, they never got the Cannonade off. Their max was kind of useless, I feel like, because like what could they do? Hailstorm? Even if their Terrain Pulse, it doesn't change anything because they didn't bring the Rillaboom in this. So yeah, at the end of the day, Like, I wouldn't have had Charizard as like offensive pressure, but like I would have wasted their max, and I could have still went in with like Dynamax Groudon, because Dynamax Groudon could have still done really well against their team, especially behind the screens. But yeah, Airstream gonna come out into the Calyx slot, and that powers up my Charizard, speeds it up for Fire Punch to just outspeed KO the Calyx. Good game, man. Whew, screens just being really good here. Zacian opener, which was really nice because I like really leading the Zacian with this team, just dishing out a good amount of damage, chipping away for Charizard, and then I can go for Airstream and game cleanups, which is really nice here. And yeah, luckily that was what happened. Dialga, Grimmsnarl, Zacian, Ditto with Urshifu and Rillaboom. Okay. The standard Dialga Zacian team would probably focus out on the Grimmsnarl. This matchup's interesting because I'm not exactly sure how this one exactly plays. I imagine Grimmsnarl's really good here. I do want to bring Groudon for sure. So I think it's Groudon plus Grim here lead-wise. And then I think in the back, I think Incineroar and Zacian. I would really love Charizard in this matchup. Charizard could go so in against my opponent with damage output, yet I don't think it's super safe. Because if this is max lightning, that could be troublesome. Although maybe it's okay here. That means I don't bring either Grim, which means no screens. I don't know if I like that though. But Wildfire, I don't think Wildfire would KO their Grim. Man, I want to bring the Charizard, but I guess also another reason not to bring Charizard is the Ditto. Because Ditto's so weird with this team, because with Ditto, you can't position your Charizard. You have to be very careful about positioning Charizard, actually, because if the Ditto transforms into your Charizard, you could get screwed by your own solar power Charizard. That's definitely something I do have to watch out for, and it's always something with this team with Ditto especially. And we're going to see the Grimmsnarl plus the Dialga here, which is perfect, as I lead Grimmsnarl plus Groudon here. And this is probably just Steel Spike here, maybe a fake out Steel Spike into Grim to prevent the screens. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to go for a Quake here. Oh, the Dialga's slower than my Groudon. That's actually really good to know. Okay, I'm gonna go for a Quake here into their. I'm gonna go for a Quake, and I'm gonna go to Instant on fake out Steel Spike, I hope. The thing about Dialga teams is the Dialga, there's like a lot of switch-ins that are pretty common, and let's find out if that's going to be the case. Because for instance, Zacian could switch into Max Dragon. You have usually flying types that could switch into Max Quake, and Steel Spike. We have Incineroar here, which is really good as a switch-in, of course. If they go for fake tiers, we should be fine because we have an Assault Vest and we'll get a max Quake boost, so we should be able to take one attack easily. And we could dish out a fake out into a max Quake afterward. Now let's find out. We would like a Steel Spike, I think, into the Grim afterward to set up my Groudon. We're going to see a Dynamax from the Dialga. It's just really weird. The Dialgas are not slow on this team usually. They're usually fast because you would want the Dialga, I think, to outspeed like Eliki after like a Scary Face, which is what the Grimmsnarls carry. So it's just really strange to see a Dialga that's slow on this team. We'll find out if it pays off for my opponent. The Bolt could come into play. But we do see a fake out into Grim. Perfect. So fake out does come out into the Incineroar, as a max Quake is going to be fired off. Even if, like, let's say the Dialga read this, at least we have a +1 spit def. And yeah, that's huge. Getting the damage into Grim is always really nice here. Let's find out what this Dialga is going to fire off here. Probably just a Steel Spike, I imagine, but could be anything else. Gonna be, yep, Steel Spike. Nice. Into the Incineroar turn 1. With that +1 spit def, we are able to tank it. And this upcoming turn, we could go for a fake out into a Steel Spike here. And the reason I want to go for Steel Spike here is because I want Groudon to take the Behemoth Blade from that Zacian way more comfortably here. So let's go for that Steel Spike, and let's go for the fake out into their Grimmsnarl. I don't think they had a flying type, but it covers like a lot. So let's see. They don't have swaps either. They're definitely not going to go for a swap the Grimmsnarl out into, I don't know, their Rillaboom's probably their only play that could switch in the ground comfortably. So yeah, they're going to give me the Grimmsnarl, which is perfect. So Grimmsnarl getting sacked here immediately. Turn 2 is really nice. We are able to get a +1 on the Groudon. So +1 defense, +1 special defense. This could be dragging though into the Incineroar or the Groudon slot. And sure, I am going to be at -1 attack, but at least I still have a lot of firepower with a max Quake that still hits my opponent really hard for damage. I might even go for the Flare potentially. We're going to see a Whirlwind come out into the Incineroar slot. Okay. So Incineroar survives with 1 HP. HP. That's really nice. Okay. Incineroar surviving there is pretty good. The Dialga, yeah, I mean, I could have got Grimmsnarl in, and Grimmsnarl might have been better because I could Scary Face whatever's coming in. But I'll take having my Incineroar alive. I just don't know if I prefer it over Grimmsnarl coming in for free, though. Because Grimmsnarl could get the screen up or Scary Face threaten the Zacian. Yet it is a Pokemon that would like to, I don't know, maybe it is better in this case. Urshifu going to come out. Okay. Ooh, I don't know if this is choice banded or not. I think we just max Quake here. Yeah, this is kind of difficult here. I would really like to get a Quake off, but I think a Quake into Zacian, I mean into the Urshifu makes a lot of sense here. And I guess we just go for the parting shot. Yeah, this is kind of why I also would have liked to Grimmsnarl out. I didn't expect this last Pokemon to be Urshifu like this, but yeah, that's okay. Wicked Blow going to come out. That's not choice banded damage, so that should be Focus Sash damage. Okay, so it's not really that big of a threat to Groudon. Quake going to come out into their Urshifu. That's some nice chip. Yep, that breaks the Focus Sash, and we're trying to play for a Sacred Sword Precipice Blades end game. Yeah, that's what our goal is here. Hailstorm going to come out, okay, into my Groudon. So they tried to KO the Incineroar that way, but actually that means I could tar down the Groudon, so a little bit unfortunate there. Does Wicked Blow KO me? Hold on, does Wicked Blow KO me? Because I parting shot the Dialga. Ooh, wait, hold on. If Wicked Blow KOs me, I'm gonna have to change my game plan. I do get the parting shot off, which is huge, and I go out into Zacian here, or I could go into Grim. I might want the screens up. I think I live a Wicked Blow. Oh, that's really close to say. Because what, the Hailstorm did like 50 damage? I think we go Zacian here. And I think we click Precipice Blades into Sacred Sword here. Into the Dialga, I'm pretty sure. So we get the attack boost. I am taking hail damage though, which is not ideal. If I miscalced the range on Wicked Blow against the Groudon, which I think lives at this range, I'm gonna be really upset at myself, but I'm pretty sure I live Wicked Blow. Like, I'm pretty confident I do. If I miscalced it, I am such a big fool. Or if I miss Blades, I'm also a big fool, but we are hitting our Blades, hopefully. Yeah, Precipice Blades. Sacred Sword into the Dialga. If we KO the Dialga with Sacred Sword, we're good. But if we don't, we need the Precipice Blades to hit. Also, we should confirm that the Dialga doesn't have Protect most likely, because we saw Did we see Max Quake actually? We saw Blizzard from Hailstorm or an Ice move. Ice Beam could be the play. We saw Dragon move, I'm pretty sure. They protect the Urshifu. That's so good. That's so good, because we got Sacred Sword off. Oh, we just KO'd the Dialga. Okay, we were fine. We were fine there. We are going to see... Oh, who's fast? Oh boy, this is still a headache. This is still a headache. Okay. Oh boy. This endgame isn't exactly pretty. Okay. Zacian should be the last. Yep. Okay. If it was Ditto, actually, I might have been in trouble. No, if it was Ditto in the back, I think I'm fine, because the hail damage makes it go down to Behemoth Blade, and I just get in my... I think I just sack my Groudon in that case. Okay. This is pretty interesting of a position. I think we just Fire Punch here. Wait. My Groudon's at what? -1? Yeah, -1. I think we just Fire Punch the Urshifu, and I think we Protect here. Yeah, I think that's the play. Is it? Because I don't know. This could be Wicked Blow. I could also see Sucker Punch and Behemoth Blade into my Zacian slot. Yeah, Sucker Punch. Please be Behemoth Blade. Nice. Okay, that's really good. Okay, that's really good. Because I am able to get a Fire Punch off into the Urshifu. Oh, that's nowhere near enough for the KO. My Zacian's faster than their Zacian, though. That is something to note. Hail, there's multiple turns left. Okay, I think we're fine. I go out into Grimmsnarl here. And I go for the Behemoth Blade into their Zacian. Yeah, at least I got to confirm. Like, I was worried if they were faster with their Zacian, they go for a Sucker Punch Behemoth Blade to threaten the Oko on my Zacian, which is why I made the Protect. If they knocked out my Groudon there, I got the free switch into Grim, and I could Reflect and take the KO onto their Urshifu, I think, which was pretty safe, which is why I decided to make that play. And even though this position is not exactly the easiest one, I do think that this is fine. I go out in the Grimmsnarl, and the only way they can knock out my Zacian is by going for the Behemoth Blade into that slot, which means my Urshifu is always safe, and then I could go for the Reflect afterward because the Urshifu is going down the hail, and then I Scary Face Fire Punch. And that should secure it because I got the shift damage into the dodge as well. If I didn't, I would have had to go for a Scary Face. Or not Scary Face. I would have had to risk hitting Precipice Blades. My Zacian survives. Excellent. Hail is going to finish off the rest. And yeah, they didn't need to Sucker Punch KO, looked like. Hail should finish off the Shifu. Beautiful. And that is game because now we can go for... My Groudon is healthy enough to live Quick Attack. Yeah, it is healthy enough to live Quick Attack. Ooh, all right. And we can go for the Reflect here. Actually, no. Why would we Reflect? We would Scary Face here. I could also switch to Ground on the Flex because they could protect the Zacian. Do I really want to do that? Do I want to really flex that badly? No, I'm just gonna guarantee my win. It'd be really funny, but okay, yeah. It could have been funny, but let's just not risk it here if we don't have to. We'll go for the Behemoth Blade into the Zacian, and yeah, it was like, thankfully my Zacian was faster, but if they are faster Zacian, it probably means A, they weren't bulky enough in the first place, or B, they were fast but didn't have enough power to OHKO my Zacian. So yeah, the Sucker Punch play I think made a lot of sense there. Ooh, that team is always super scary to play. Dialga just threatened so much damage, but I guess in this case I was able to really neuter the Dialga. The only thing it could really do was like threaten the Incineroar. Thankfully, I was able to live with that 1 HP and get the parting shot off, but you know, the game could have gone different, of course. Like, if I got a free switch to Zacian, I think the game definitely could have been something right there. Or a free switch to Grim, even. A free switch to Grim could have threatened the Spirit Break into the Urshifu. Or screens or something. Alrighty then. Zacian, Calyx, Shadow Rider, Regieleki, Thundurus Incarnate, Rillaboom, and Incineroar. It's interesting to see Eleki and Thundurus on the exact same team here. I don't know if it's Support or Defiant. I'd imagine it's Defiant Thundurus, but I don't know. I feel like Support makes sense on this team. All right, what do I want to bring here is my question. Charizard against Double Electric. Just weird. It's just really weird seeing the Double Electric. I think I want to Dynamax the Groudon though. Dynamax Groudon can go really in here. I just gotta worry about the Calyx. So I think I want to lead Grimmsnarl here. Grimmsnarl does want to lead here, I think, with Zacian or Charizard. I wouldn't mind leading either. I think Charizard's an okay lead. I think have Zacian in the back and Groudon. I don't need Gastrodon because I'm bringing Groudon and like there's no water moves to absorb. The Grimmsnarl screens seem really good in this matchup. The Zacian, I think offensively can do well against a lot of supports as well as restricted. It's just the electric type. It's just weird. Being Double Electric, like for some reason my brain's thinking they bring both of them, but there's no way that should be the case because I don't think you bring Double Electric to Double Ground. But who knows? Maybe it's support Thundurus with Rain Dance. We already see the Thundurus with the Calyx. Okay, makes a lot of sense. We do lead the Grimmsnarl plus Charizard here, and this is scary because, well, I guess, what kind of Thundurus are you? That's a big question. What kind of Thundurus are you? I think to play it safe, I'm going to Reflect turn one, and oh boy, are you Defiant? Because I feel like Defiant led this specifically for, I think you led this for Defiant, but I could be wrong. I want to max guard here. I want to max guard Reflect. Because if it's Defiant, it looks like Defiant Thundurus. I think it's the case because we do see a Dynamax. Unless they Dynamax the Calyx for some reason, then I'm confused. Yeah, they... Okay. That is not what I expected at all. Turn one. Oh boy. What's gonna happen here? Dynamax Calyx turn one. Was not expecting that one. Oh, please don't have a way to punish my Grimmsnarl. If you target my Charizard, we're in an okay spot regardless. Oh. Really? Dynamax Calyx immediately. Max guard. Attack the Charizard. Reflect goes up. I thought it would just be The Thunderous Dynamax, see an Airstream, Astral Barrage, or a Max Lightning. Okay, they Phantasm. Cool. And Ball Charge. Oh, they are Defiant. They just tried to cheese me with that. Okay. Okay, Light Screen here. We're going to go for a Wildfire into their... I care about their Thunderous. Their Thunderous does nothing. Their Thunderous literally does nothing in this matchup. I guess we could Airstream the Calyrex. Does it really matter too much though? I mean, I'd rather Wildfire. Actually, no, I'd rather Wildfire here. I think I would rather Wildfire the Thunderous because I'd rather get the Wildfire chip, break that Sash on the Calyrex, and then Scary Face pressure later. Let's find out. Light Screen. Phantasm going to come out into my Charizard. It crit me. It has to be a crit, right? Where's that Life Orb? Oh, wait. Well, that was kind of a wasted... Oh, boy. I guess Scary Face was the play then. I didn't think it was the Life Orb. You know what's insane? I still think that this is not a terrible position. Like, sure, Wildfire would have been great against this. However, we do have Exhaustion still in the back. And we do dress in Behemoth Blade it now. That's a pretty rough start though, because normally on these teams you would expect usually like Sash support Calyrex, and then it just Dynamaxes turn 1 and then it reveals Life Orb turn 2. Scary Face, Behemoth Blade. Let's see if they swap here. I could see the Thunder swapping the Incineroar, which I think is fair. I need as much damage as possible though. We are going to see the Incineroar come in. Okay, that is a very fair play. Does the Calyrex go for the last ditch attack, or are they going to max guard? And I need them to attack. Okay, nice. I do get Scary Face off. I don't think I'm knocking out the Calyrex still, but at least we got a huge amount of damage into it, which is pretty big. Groudon could still win. With screens up, Groudon could definitely still win at least. So that's one positive. Although if the Thunders has Brick Break, that's concerning. Good damage. Okay. We see the Phantasm into the Exhaustion. Okay, cool. We are able to survive. That's big. Okay. Not the worst, surprisingly. I'm going to go for a Spirit Break. I think I'm just going to double up the Calyrex slot. I'm going to double up the Calyrex slot. I feel like Protect is very obvious here. And I really do. If I lose Zacian, I just get a free switch, I think, into my Groudon, and I think I'm okay here. Rest of the Instant swap out here. Oh no, I gave that thing Defiant. Okay, maybe it's not too bad, but okay, now we're fine. Ooh. Oh boy. Imagine if I gave that Thunderous Defiant as I KO'd the Calyrex and Spirit Break went off into... That could have been terrifying. Okay. I'm going to Spirit Break here and I'm just going to play rough. I just need damage at this point. Yeah, I'm just going to go for damage. Don't get the attack drop. Instant could come in for that slot. Yep. Not surprised. Okay, that's why I want to go for the play rough into Thunderous, because I wasn't sure if that was going to be the case. This should work out. I just wonder what item this Incineroar is. Are you Shuckaberry? If you're Shuckaberry, that's concerning. I missed a play rough. Are you kidding me? And they are Brick Break. That was my worst concern. That's so bad. Spirit Break into the Instant. I got Chip. This is... Okay, hold on. I can maneuver this. I can maneuver this. I think. I can. They don't have to switch into Precipice Blades. That's one positive. Fact that they have... Yeah, this team's screwing me up. The Brick Break tech on the Thunderous. The Life Orb on the Calyrex was just not what I was expecting, though. That was not what I was expecting. All right. Groudon in. So now I dropped in Precipice Blades onto all their swaps and hopefully can KO the Instant. Brick Break. They target my Grim again. That crit's really bad. I can't afford this thing taking so much damage. All right. We're going to go for Precipice Blades. We're swapping out our Zacian because Grimmsnarl is still a useful Pokemon for Scary Face and can accomplish that. I need to hit Precipice Blades, though. I really need to start hitting some Blades. I wouldn't be surprised if they sack the Calyrex here. But somebody's taking a Precipice Blade, somebody's not appreciating it. Yeah, we're going hard into Grim here because we did take the Phantasm drop earlier, so I think we go down to an attack. We go for Brick Breaker into Groudon again. They're trying to weaken Groudon. Hit the instant. It is Shuckleberry, alright. I don't think we KO with the Precipice Blades yet. That's still really good damage off. Yeah, that actually took it really well. What the heck? I don't think we got Intimed either. Alright. You get the hit off into the Groudon. I mean, endgame. I mean, I'm not really liking the Calyx endgame because the Calyx can still just Oko me. Yeah, missing the Thunderous damage was kind of huge. Their Zacian comes in. Interesting. Can I do anything? I need a Precipice Blades off, and I think I need a Scary Face into that Zacian ASAP. If they swap back to Instant, that's fine. I just need damage. Yeah, this position is just not... This has not been the greatest team to face with this team. It has the text. No, swap to Instant though, so if Precipice Blades can KO, maybe a shot. Okay. Brick Break gonna come out into the Groudon. Come on, Groudon, hit. I can't hit moves. Are you serious? And that's why I call Groudon trash. No matter what people say about this mod, I will consider it trash every single day. Grim goes down. I think I just lose to the Calyx, I'm pretty sure, endgame wise. I'm pretty sure Life Orb Calyx just destroys me at this point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. I go for Precipice Blades. I go for Play Rough. I'm probably just swapping the Instant for the Zacian once again. Yeah, I'm losing. I have no shot of winning. They're going to go in the Instant, and I have to KO the Instant. I have to take the KO. Because if I don't, it's just a fake out situation, and then I could just lose Groudon. Man! I don't know if that KO'd. If it's bulky Zacian, it probably lives, but... This is... Yeah, if anyone tries to convince me that Groudon is good and that Play Rough is a good move on Zacian, there's a reason why I never bring this to a tournament where I'm usually playing 7 to 9 rounds of Swiss, a best of 3. Because I know this is gonna happen. They went hard Calyx, okay. Is this doable? I don't think it is. I needed a Rock Slide too, which is the funny part. Rock Slide actually could have... No, I just go down, right? Yeah, no, I just lose to the Calyx at the end. Seriously, what was this game, man? What was this game? Are you kidding me? All right. And that was me showcasing this team. I think this game was just one that kind of showcased the weaknesses of this team, having to hit your moves. Well, even then, I don't even know if I hit all my moves, I still win the game anyway, because the turn 2 was just so big. Like, Life Orb Max Phantasm, like, I could have had chances, right? I think the big thing was I had chances to win the game. I don't know how much Play Rough did to the Thunders. I still think it would have done a really good amount. Might have been able to Oko the Thunders depending on like what kind of spread it is, but I could not catch a break with me hitting moves as well. I really couldn't. And that is the show. Other than that one game, team performs pretty well. You have a lot of defensive options. Groudon's pretty good offensively. Charizard, of course, damage dealing, pressure. Zacian, of course, no need to say. You have your defensive options with Screens, Yawn, and Parting Shot Incineroar that can slow down the pace of the game. So you have both different modes here. And yeah, it is pretty strong. Assuming you are able to hit your moves, but there is one reason why I don't really like bringing Groudons in tournament. And yeah, I think we saw one of the reasons why, and of course play with Zacian. But yeah, if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. Again, this team has won 2 different regional championships, and this was the version that I want to try out. This is my own recreation of it, my own spread. So if you want to go check out the details of the spreads down below in the description as well, and you can check out the rest of my series 12 content where I use a lot of fun Pokemon and a lot of cool teams. But otherwise, that's gonna be it for me. Have a great day, people, and until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.